Okay. Alright, so we're going to try a little bit of ATS, if I can get this thing working. I don't know if it's going to stream smoothly or not. I haven't played in a while. Where's my lights? Where's the main light switch? Because I've forgotten. Oh boy. Right, we've got to get a job anyway. Where are we? Job market. Right. We'll try using our own truck. Las Vegas. Viva! Let's try that one, shall we? Nah, see, they're all pretty much urgent delivery or hate them. Yeah, important. Which means it's gonna suck. Then I need the money. 9 tons as well, so it should be a relatively short trip. Well, I say short trip. Gonna be 13 hours. Let's give it a go. I don't know if it's gonna drive smooth. Yeah, it's juddering already. We'll give it a job or two, see we cope. Stay in this lane, I think. Least we can do is get rid of those messages on the screen. Hopefully the mic is working, you can hear me. I have no idea. I've been trying for the last 2 days. Today, well, all morning and all evening yesterday to get this working. Seriously, are you going or not? How much room do you need? I'll pull up and I'll check to make sure everything's working, because seems to be okay. We'll muddle through. Oops. I have no idea which button is which. Hello there, how you doing? It has been such a long time since I've played this game, I have forgotten half the buttons, switches, and God knows what. Oh, which friend was that then? And hello there, Edge, how you doing? Well, he might know me, he might have spoken to me. I speak to many people. Hey, Ofki, how you doing? Do I watch football? Nah, not really. It's not my thing. Don't know why he stopped. I know of a Matthew or two, but yeah, I probably do talk to him. Oh, you know what? Off key, I've been all last night, all this morning, I've been trying to configure this to get this to work. Royal pain in my ass, this game in VR sometimes. I tell you what, it's taken me a step closer to considering getting the Oculus, the Rift S setup, which should be 10 times easier, but I don't know, when I get it running, it's nice, you know, the clarity is really good. That's because I am in the UK. It's still not running as smooth as I would like it to. I'm not quite sure what's causing the problem. Mind you, I am hoping that when the DX11 update comes out, that kind of sorts out any problems. I know something I should have done, and that was turn the fan on, so this might be rather awkward. Watch me crash or bang my head against something now. Ugh. That's a bit better. And I went through setting up a few games actually. I went through Project Cars, Dirt Rally, the original one, because that's got VR support. So I managed to do 3 games, this included, but even then I've been working the most on this one because it just hasn't been playing ball. This has been really bad for me, but then all I've tried is VR, so... At least I managed to get it semi-decent. I don't know how it's looking for you guys. I don't know if it's looking smooth or not. Probably. Runs free a second because I adjust the head strap because it's come loose already. I think part of the problem is because I'm streaming off the same PC with this one. I think this one I'm going to need to stream over the network. I got a Discord, should be in the box below. You can send messages there and text if you wish. Lovely, get to bypass the weighbridge. So yeah, you know, I've been eyeing up the old Rift S. That's 400 quid. I could probably sell my Vive, end up with a slightly better resolution, but inside-out track would make it so much easier to set up. But I think I'll wait for a few reviews to come out first before I make that choice. That's plenty of sunshine. I don't use VR often enough to warrant spending huge amounts on it. You know, I think the only other one I'll consider is going to be the Valve Index, which is a high resolution yet again, offers higher frames per second, up to 144. Problem is, though, to power that, you're going to need a hell of a PC. And, you know, granted, my PC's no slouch, but I don't even think what I have will be able to keep that smooth at, you know, the required frames. So I think the Rift S probably gives you the best balance. You know, it's slightly better resolution than the older series, the Rift and the Vive. May not have the best screen because it doesn't have an OLED screen, but overall it should give you better performance in terms of visual quality, and you don't have to worry about setting up lighthouses or tracking boxes. It's all inside-out tracking, so it should be as simple as switching it on and, you know, it'll detect the surroundings for you. So beep at me. I mean, when you think about it as well, maybe I've got this the wrong way around on how I'm configuring the PC, because I've got 3 monitors plugged in still. I've got the Vive plugged in still. I've got the 4th monitor plugged in. This PC's doing a shed load. So it's playing the game, powering 4 screens, and converting the game to YouTube. Yeah, maybe I need to bring the other PC into play. Man, that is really bright in my eyes. Thought I turned that off. Yeah, and the VR. I am asking quite a bit of this PC. It's like this sunray business. I can barely see the road. Though he was motoring then, I thought, blimey, you better not be joining here. Yeah, it's good old 65. Well, I was thinking of maybe turning off the sun shafts. That can cause a little bit of delay and slow down on VR. Let's try that now, actually. It's a little bit easier on the eyes as well. It's surprising how clear the VR lens mode is. Oh yes. Please it right up. Take the sun shafts off. And trust me, it's a different thing on VR. You play it on the screens, it's tolerable. But in VR, it really does hurt your eyes because that extra light is like a constant. And remember, these panels are directly, you know, millimeters away from your eyes, so it's shining that light constantly. Nicely burnt out. Mind you, saying that about the new headsets coming out, the good thing is it's knocking the price of the old headsets down. I mean, you can pick up an old Oculus now, new, for what, 199? It's a pretty good price for anybody who wants to get into VR but doesn't have the money to splash out on £400. So I'll try and do a couple of jobs. As I say, I've got plenty I'd like to crack on with trying to fix and get working again. 189,000 is all I got this on account. Ah, boy. Gotta try not to crash. So where are we on the map? Let's have a butcher's. Nine hours, 527 miles to go. And I've got 645 litres, we're good on fuel. That should see us all the way there. Hello, how you doing? Now, I've only took a 13-hour job. I'm very good, thank you very much. A little bit busy over that side of the road. Well, I hope you enjoy the channel. Although, speaking about VR, Oculus launched two headsets, didn't they? The Oculus Quest and the Rift S. I did see somewhere where somebody had... Oh my god. You can kind of like Wi-Fi stream the game through a Quest. I'm wondering if that's possible with this. And if so, is there any noticeable lag when doing it? And which one gives the better performance? A Quest Wi-Fi streaming or a Rift S playing it natively? There lies the question. Well, it should. The Quest, though, is supposed to have better panels inside the head unit, which I don't understand. Why release a mobile head unit that actually has a better display than the Rift S? If my understanding is right. I may be wrong, maybe I read it wrong, but... who knows? Beep. Another 7 hours 36. We're maxed out at 65. Seven other butchers. Oh, only in 7 hours. It's tempting to take that limiter off, I tell you that much. Might do that actually, because that seems silly. Options. Can't believe I put the limiter on actually. Gameplay. I think it's under gameplay. Oh, we can crank it up a little bit. Let's see if it'll actually get up to 80, shall we? Might as well abuse the speed limit while I can. My headset has just decided to die on me. Oh my god. Really good timing. I have sworn I charged that up earlier. Clearly I didn't. Oh, that's not good. Hey, it's back on. I can hear the engine at last. Oh, I never did change that. Going straight through. Ooh, that's a little fast. Getting a little light on the corners. Cruising at a leisurely 81. Don't forget, chat is open. You're more than welcome to say hello. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. I nearly said it, but I thought, no, if I say it, you probably won't. Let's have a look. Down to 5 hours. Whoa. I've got the wheel moving then. Makes a change, so traffic's actually behaving and getting out of the way. Just the way I spoke too soon. Trouble. Oh no, he's moving. Or is he going to weave? Woo. Nearly took out the car. That was close. Now we're heading straight on. Still can't get this balanced the way I like. Hours 37. Gonna cost me. Kind of hoping that they actually bring out the new update for ETS. Would be nice this weekend. As we've got a nice little bank holiday time off, long weekend. Whoa. I need to slow down a little bit. Easy. Yeah, I know. I'm just practicing going on just one set of wheels, you know, just one side. With a trailer. See? Look at that. That's the way. Not even the traffic can slow me down. Down to 2 hours 10. That's not good. Whoa. Let's slow it down a little bit. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, no updates as of yet. Can't use VR with the new beta because what normally happens is they'll release the 1.35 and then usually a week or two later they'll update the VR to match. It'll be nice if they released it all at the same time, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. One hour 24 and 67 miles, so not too far now. I don't think we'll go much faster. Probably end up rolling the truck before we get there. Shit! You came out from behind that truck. And they're all dead. I mean, granted, I should have stopped, but I was in a bit of a rush. Yeah, well, I know they've got to tidy up everything. So we've got 8% damage, nothing on the trailer, which is good. Well, the goods. Trailer's got 2%, I should say. I'm kind of hopeful that the extra frames per second that you get will be a boost for VR. And it'll make VR certainly more enjoyable. You know, an extra 20 frames per second. You know, depending on how you set the game up, you could be doing 40 to 50 frames, maybe 80 frames, depending on where you set your super sample settings. So an extra 20, 30 frames in VR would be lovely, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Are you doing the beta? Are you, or was it just some random error? Look at the size of that sucker. Ah, he's trying the beta. Yeah, I give it the one quick try. But, yeah, when you roll back, then anything you've done is just hopeless anyway. Cool, check it out. Oops. Hey Jonathan, how you doing? Yeah, that plane looked really cool actually. ETS multiplayer certainly will be Tuesday. If I do another one before then, it'll be posted. Seriously, oh, see, you like the way they stop and then they start going as soon as you do. Yeah, I usually just do ATS single player, and I've been meaning to get back into doing ATS VR, which I started doing a while ago, but I stopped for probably a good couple of months now. Yeah, no problem. Right then, parking. Bane of my life when you're using a VR headset. It's really good you can get up right close though. You can really judge where you are in that respect. What do you mean, off-key? God. Ow. Didn't want to do that. Couldn't turn because the headset's got a charger plugged in. Yeah, we're pretty much in. Where's the button? Fumble around in the dark, so to speak. Well, that goes without saying. Excelente. What jobs have they got for? Ooh, look, we can put another one in. What are we going to go for, hey? Ooh, choices. Let's get high value in, shall we? I'm not going to do a massive job. Ooh, look at that one. Holy frick. Lift truck, 53 tons. Holy, 33 hours with that sucker. I'm going to get stuck somewhere if I do that. It's kind of really tempting though. It's 33 hours. I don't know if I want to be that long in a VR headset. $150. Oh, 150,000 that is. Yeah, I kind of fathomed out. I kind of figured you were getting into the American side of things and that pale man, you know, doing the old-fashioned Indian kind of impression. Let's not go there. Could get into a world of hurt. Go on, let's do it. I don't even know if my truck is capable of towing this kind of stuff. Alright, there's the sucker right next to me. Not quite in on that one, I think. Can't quite see, because this is weird. Where it attaches, it's narrower, so you can't really see where it is. I think it's more that side. I think we may have missed. There we go. Oh dear God. We've got 279 litres on board. We've got 1,747. I know there's a fuel stop on the way out. We're going to stop there. We may stop off at a garage on the way. Well, it's rolling. I suppose that's a good start. I'll have to stop if I'm going to show you, because in VR it's going to make me sick and hurl. That's the wrong button. Ah, crap, can't get back in. That's the one. Yeah, it's not going to... Yeah. You got a rough idea? No, I'm not doing it while I'm moving, because trust me, even just doing this now just makes me go, oh, that's gonna make me hurl. Yeah, it's a big sucker, to say the least. Right, let's crack on. Not stay in that mode. Use all the road available. Gonna have to check your rear on this one. Wait, hold on. Where's the fuel stop? I'm sure I saw it. Which way did I come in? Ah, crap. Right, hold on. Check your maps. So let's go. No. I pressed the wrong button. What an idiot. Oh, look, see, there's fuel down there, and there's a repair centre. I could go left. Okay. This might be my big mistake. But we're going to try heading for that fuel stop first, because I really don't know. I think I can take the trailer down there, to be honest. Oh, great. And everybody and his dog has decided to go out on the road. No, don't you go, you. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, and there's a little trailer thing on the end. Great, even easier. But yeah, I'll probably go down, find a place where I can swing it round, and then I'll just drive the truck in and leave the trailer out on the street or something. Probably the best place on the side of the road. Okay, there's a big area at the back I could have parked in. Where's the fuel? If it's not here, it's around the back, is it? There it is. Jesus, is that all I get in you? That's not a lot of fuel, is it? Okay, let's have a look. We'll do a quick service. Get rid of the damage. We'll have a look at the truck a second. Whoa, don't want to put that on it, that sucks. Nah, I think we'll leave it where it is. Change the color, shall we? That sucks. You can't change the main color. Ugh. Leave that alone. We're going to change that. Where the devil are we going to get this many tyres from? Uh-oh. Don't go off the screen like that. I hate it when it does that. Not a clue. That's something I must have picked up. I don't even remember putting it on. Where's that sucker? Oh, I hate it when it loses tracking like that. Right, clearly I've got the wrong tyre on somewhere. Do I have the same ones somewhere? Oh, you gotta be Nope, I don't have it, do I? Oh, it's frustrating. I want to have matching tyres all around if I can. You try that again. Did I pass it? Tracken's gone again. No. This tiny little thing. I was hoping I was going to get a really good tyre to go on. The rears are kind of cool, but I can't find the same ones. Vario Force. I'm guessing they're only for the rear, which kind of sucks. Eco. That's the control one, not the force one. That's the closest match I've got so far. Ah, well, I can't have mismatching tyres. That just doesn't do me. Vario. You telling me you haven't got the same on the rear as well? Ah, you're so annoying. Right, let's look again. Gotta find matching tyres now. Oh my god, I'm not going tiny. So, Continental Eco Plus. Let's try them. I swear this game hates me. HDR. Hybrid. Come on. Eco Plus HD3. One last quick flick through and I'll leave it like that otherwise. That's going to be the closest match. Let's go. Yeah, there's only certain ones that do match, and it's really quite frustrating that they don't actually make them, you know, front and rear. Oh, look, red over there as well. Right, let's go pick up that load, shall we? Although saying that, I just had an idea. One more thing I forgot to look at. That's a long... Skip around that. So we've got 1,135 litres on board. Hey. Should we take another look with a different cab on now? Hard to tell on the light, but that looks a lot better than what it did, that's for sure. And that's freaking long. Oh well. Fun and games. Let's do this then, otherwise I'll be here all night. Come on. Oh, I didn't get a new horn though, did I? Jesus. Right, now we've got to find a way to turn this thing around. Hopefully. Oh. Come on now. I need the room. Yeah, he does. You know what? I'm going to go to the end of the road because that looks like a safer bet. Rather than try and turn around at the petrol station. Trying to get to the lights before they change. Oof. He makes it. Go away, police. I'm going to stay in this lane because it looks like the safest lane for me. And I'm going to be a bit of a road hog and stay. Oh, that's not slowing down. Watch the rear. I think we're safe. It's okay, Jonathan, I know who you meant. And it's going to be the middle of the night when I'm towing this thing along. How much time do we get to play with? Oh crap, didn't want to do that. Oh, so those buttons are messed up because they shouldn't be diff lock. So at least with that, I can see what's coming up, and then I got the sat nav to keep me the closer stuff. Put the old cruise control on, see if I can get this sucker up to 60. Ooh. We'll keep that rear end in check. What was the hours? 32 hours, 24. Might as well drive through the night. Wow, look at that in the night time. The train looks cool. Nice if we can do this and not get stuck. Like I'll probably end up doing because I always do something silly. I'll take this as wide as I can. Let's check we're going straight road, fuel coming up. We still got 1,700 miles to go and I've only got 1,072 in the tank. My God, I think we're gonna have to get up and push. This is gonna be a long slog. And I haven't even got a cup of coffee. Try and keep it without hitting anything on the side. I'm just going to have to hug the middle. Got a right coming up. I think I'll just cover the middle of the road. think we're all good. I don't know where we're going.
The city looks cool.
Have we actually done 3 hours yet? No. This is gonna be a long one. Definitely don't want to be driving in the wrong direction. See if we can get this thing up to 65 then. And we're on a good old 50 and creeping up ever so slightly. That's going off the road. God, don't give me a detour or anything stupid, please. Nope, they're on a crash. Thank God for that. Watch the walls. Oh, he's gonna break the 30-hour mark. We would have done 3 hours at least. 30 hours. We're trucking very slowly. Oh, we're moving as well. What are we up to now? 65. Wow. Can we push it? Can we go for 70? Don't know if I should. Got a feeling this one would be quite easy to roll. Heading straight on down. Guy just wants to drive next to me. Go away. Put your foot down, mate. Right, well, we're cruising at 70. I might actually up it ever so slightly. So by cruising at a high speed, we're going to cover a lot of ground quickly. At nighttime lit up. Does look pretty cool. It's 5:54, 53 ETA, and it's 1:15 AM. Oh, it's gonna feel like forever. Try not to go too near this guy if we're going to try and undertake. Nope, he's speeding up. You thought, no, I've seen the size of you, you can bugger off. Why have we got to have an itchy nose in VR? It sucks. Ah! Oh, anybody's welcome to join, but, you know, You know me, I don't take my VTC seriously because there's only me in it. So you can't take it seriously. Oh, come on, mister. Go round him so I can. So the limit's 75. Let's put it up to 82. See if we can get even faster. I just need a good downhill section so I can speed up. Oh, down 27 hours. I'm going to try and keep it up in the 70s as much as I can. Ah, crap. And they're all going to pull away. No! Come back. Don't be faster than me. Oh shit. Come on. Shift it. Pull over. Get out of the way. Something. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, crap. That was the trail, I didn't see the edge. 3% damage, not good. %on the goods. I can get away with that. It's the only problem with the nighttime. I cannot see that trailer, and it is wider than my truck. You'd think they'd light it up at least. Getting back up there again. Keep an eye on the fuel down to 770. We'll take it down to about the 200 mark and then we'll look at filling her back up. That's one way of putting it. At least we get the all clear here. If I went in there, probably break the scales. And a 2616, chomping through the miles, which is good. And the time is 2:39. Actually, the mileage has gone down really quick. Quite surprised, actually. Coming to 3 AM. Another hour or so we should start to see it start slowly getting lighter, about 4:30 I think. We'll already start to see the horizon brightening up ever so slightly. Hey Nomad. I think he's just talking from a game point of view. I mean, you know, yes, it's called American Truck Simulator, but that's pretty bad. Gladly, it'll be daytime when we arrive. At least I hope it will, unless I cock it up halfway through. Okay, time to take it easy. Yeah, I mean, you can go so far, but at the end of the day, it's still a game, so you don't want to make it too difficult that people are like, oh, I can't do it. It's kind of awkward in VR, I guess. That, you know, there's more detail to be had when you're playing on a screen. In VR, when it's pitch black, it's very difficult to make out. I gotta admit, I don't enjoy reversing the trucks in American Truck Simulator because basically the viewing is terrible. Especially in VR. I find it easier in ETS because trailers aren't as long. But I guess that's practice at the end of the day. And I definitely don't want to be reversing this one because this is like a multi-point. There's at least, I think there's a small trailer at the back. Hello there, Michael. Or Mikhail, whichever way you want to pronounce it. And Red One, good to see you. How you doing, buddy? Oh good, you can give me some tips on how to park the damn thing then. Every time I've tried it's like, what is this thing doing? Hopefully it'll just be a drive straight in, drop it off, and our happy days. But I do like, in terms of parking in games, I do enjoy the parking in ATS because it is more challenging. Because the turn and circles seem to be more difficult in ATS, and the trailers are longer, some of the parking areas are tighter. So it's a bit more of a challenge than what ETS does. Oh, I can imagine. It's not something I expect to get, you know, at a flick of a switch or something. I wish I did. Would be awesome if it was, but yeah, don't think that's going to happen. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Down to 24 hours, another 1,200 miles to go. And we've got 641 litres, so... Where are we? 1,200. We'll give it another 300 odd miles, and then we'll keep an eye out for a fuel stop. I mean, I would. I don't know if I can, but yeah. That's what we got today. It's kind of hard to view in VR. But yeah, it's a big sucker. Yeah, well, when I decided to take this job, I didn't see the, what do you call it, the pup bit. And when I pulled it out of its resting place, shall we say, I was like, oh great, it's got another trailer on the back. Just what I wanted. Ah well, we live and learn. There we are. You know all of terms. I couldn't even tell you what it is. I can tell you though, it's bloomin' big. I saw the dollar signs. It was 150,000, so I thought, yeah, go on, why not? I'll have that. Alright, so it's a tag at the back then. Gotcha. Yeah, we're back up to our cruising speed again. Gonna make some good time. Come on, people, out of the way. Where's a turning where they can all just turn off in front of me? Check the old map. Hello there, Mr. Kitty Cat. How you doing? Yeah, see, I don't think you can do that in this game, locking up. I think it's all as it is. I mean, if there is a way of locking up a part of the trailer or whatever you want to call it, it's not aware of the option in-game. We're all good. Where am I going? Wish I could see the options. I'm going that away though. Nah, it's a shame really. But they are working. I mean, trailers is still a new addition, so maybe that's something they'll work on and give you the option to lock or not lock certain sections, especially on the bigger trailers. I mean, if you're meant to be able to do it in real life, then I'm sure at some point they may look at doing that. What location? You know what? Not gonna be able to see that kind of really moving at the moment, so don't particularly want to stop and look. Because my map key is somewhere and I don't know. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it now. Boop. There we go. Well, we're going right the way. So there you go. Reading, Medford. What do you say that? Coos Bay, is it? Up that way anyway. Oh, here we go. It's a pretty long drive. It was a total of 33, 34 hours, I think, when I took it. Maybe slightly more. I can't remember, to be honest. But we brought it down. We've still got another 22 hours with a massive trailer. Keeping a check on the trailer around the corners, make sure I don't go into the other lane. We're doing VR today. Dashboard is there otherwise. We'll be back to triple screens probably in the next stream that I do. Well, you know, at the end of the day, if you've got to do certain things to make life easier for you, and it ain't gonna kill you, then why the hell not? Well, Mr. Kitty Cat, you'll have to wait for the next stream, I'm afraid. Because tonight is a VR. OR. Highway Patrol. Oi, oi, buddy! Are you gonna put your lights on and clear the path for me? That'd be very nice, thank you very much. Off key, you play way too much. 5,000 miles. Hey Jonathan, welcome back. Why so little? Oh dear, look out. $5,000 miles on the game, it's long enough for me. I certainly wouldn't be doing 5,000. How do you do VR? Well, number one, you get a VR headset. 2, you connect it to your PC. 3, you set it up, configure it, get it working. 4, you get OBS. 5, you kind of send out a window from the VR to your desktop. And then 6, you copy that window into your OBS and stream that to YouTube. It's kind of like the basics of it. So at the moment, I've got my PC running 4 screens VR and outputting the game and outputting to YouTube. I think it's having a little bit of a moment. If you're just doing VR output, it's 10 times easier than what I'm trying to do. But if you want to get into VR, I'd probably recommend you purchase something like an Oculus Rift S, which has inside-out tracking, less messing around. Just put the headset on, turn it on, plug it in, and away you go. Yay, we're fully charged. Get rid of that wire. Oh god. Get rid of that wire and try not to turn into the truck. How much is a VR headset? Well, if you go for the old Oculus, you can pick them up for about £200. If you go for Oculus Rift S, you're probably looking at £400. If you're picking up a Vive, you can pick second-hand, probably about 3, maybe 4. If you go brand new, you're probably looking at 5 at the moment. And then you've got the Valve Index, which is coming out. That's starting from about 480. But then if you want all the bits to go with it, then you're looking at about £900 odd at least. Yeah, well, when you think about that, you know, yes, VR costs money, but so does having a monitor in front of you, and, you know, you could easily spend £200–300 on a monitor. You could argue that's £200–300 you could spend on a VR headset. So, some people, you know, they do a full sim rig setup, and rather than use a screen, they'll rather just use VR, so... Oops. Oh, that's not good. Can I cheat? I don't want to slow down and lose my speed. Nah, don't think we're going to get past this guy anytime soon, so... Yeah, you don't have to spend as much as I did on screens, but, you know... VR isn't my first. I'd rather use triples until the VR gets to a stage where you can drive them fully and the resolution's as good as, you know, 1440 or a 4K screen, then... Oh, good, I can drive past this one good. Make sure I don't clip the back end like I did before. Where are we going? The monitors are probably easier to drive than VR. So we're down to 19 hours, 29 remaining, 948 miles. We can probably start looking for fuel stops now. 422 litres left in the tank. And we're going to need another 1,000 odd, so we can fill up at the next stop, I guess, which is not on the map. There we are, there's a place coming up. Biplane flying around. The monitors I got, I think they retail like £700 per monitor. Which is weird because the fourth monitor I have, which is above the other three, it's a higher resolution monitor, but that only set me back 350 quid. Although I wouldn't mind changing it, but I don't need to, so there's no rush. Nah, I've bought them one at a time. The 1440p I had for a long time before I decided to go triples. I bought the ultra-wide first. Had that for probably 6 months, maybe less, not quite sure. And then I decided to, you know, shoot for triples. So I decided to get another two, and I added them in. Oh, I bought the Vive headset, so that was, when I bought it, it was about 600, 650, I think it was, somewhere around there. But it's, you would class the Oculus and the Vive as really the first edition of headsets. The newer ones now that have been released now, they got slightly better resolution, or slightly better this, slightly better that, so, oh crap, that's a bit fast for that corner. We're good, we're good. Looks like we've got a little tight section coming up. Let's get the old map up a second. Yeah. Had to scrub the speed. It was slowly trying to tip. Oh yeah, you know, you've got to decide what you want to play. I mean, VR's not for everybody. Some people love it. Some people don't like the lower resolution that you get at the moment, on especially on something like the original Vive or Oculus. What do you want about red one? Do you play VR? Well, this is VR. This is virtual reality. And according to Jamiroquai, it's what we're living in. Yeah. Everything I did, I connected. All the bits and parts that you see listed in my description below, it's everything I've built myself. The sim rig I built myself, the monitor stand I built myself. I designed and, well, you can hardly say design, but I purchased the parts individually and built the PC and everything myself, so, you know, it's just a little hobby thing. It's not difficult, anybody can do all that. Just a little bit of hard work, that's all it is. What are we on now? Oh shoot, I'm too busy yapping. I've been keeping an eye out for fuel stops. Ah, crap. What are we on? 335. Well, you don't really need that for VR because you've got a digital dash within the game that you can look at. Otherwise, if you want to have a dash for triple screens and you want to have a separate display like I do, then yeah, you can use Sim Dashboard to do that. And as long as your game supports that, which most simulators would, then off you go. Oh, we're gonna risk it. Oh, red one, you're going to go for something like a VR headset and go on to X-Plane, because X-Plane does VR. Actually, I need to have a look at that, see what it looks like. But with X-Plane, I think you do need a VR headset that has a very good resolution, because, yes, with X-Plane, you've got so many buttons, so many different options on the panels that you really want to be able to see what you're hitting. Yeah, second-hand is always a good way of picking up. But you just got to know what you're buying. I wouldn't go for anything older than an Oculus Rift. Don't go for a DK, a development model. It's even worse. Oh, it's just a learning curve with X-Plane, and obviously because it's brand new and flight isn't something that I know a lot of, it requires a lot of work on my part to get to a level where, one, I can enjoy playing it, and two, enjoy streaming it. Because for most people, somebody who's starting out knows absolutely nothing and maybe making a bit of a hash job of it might not make an interesting stream, you know? Oh, there's plenty of new VR stuff. As I say, the Oculus S is, the Rift S is new. Valve Index, that's coming out shortly. And I believe there's also a Vive. There's the Vive Cosmos coming out. But that's very limited information on that at the moment. Oh, I agree, you know, I would love to do that. It's just finding the time. You know, with me streaming the games that I play already, which takes up a lot of my time, and then the rest of my time is, you know, my work-life balance, my personal life, you know, I've got my son that I need to consider as well, so, you know, trying to juggle it all keeps it interesting, shall we say. Oh, that was on the edge. Had to run a little wide then. What do we got? Down to 15 hours 38. Right, we need to consider fuel. Right, there is a fuel stop coming up ahead. Remember to stop. Because I have a really bad habit this game of just driving straight by. And I'll probably just park this thing on the main road and just drive in. Just take the cab in and fill it up and then come back out and hitch it all back up. Ooh. We'll see now. Coming in, we'll change the map a second so I can have a look. And there's a repair shop. Fuel, yeah. Thanks, Red One. Oh, I've been racing through, haven't I? So it's been I've chewed through the miles, really. Not quite sure if I want to take that turning, to be honest. I don't know whether... We'll see now. If this parking area is going to be here, I'll just sling the trailer into that and drive round. Ah, well. That will be a problem. But glad you're back. Welcome back. Only problem is if I stop here, I would go through, but this thing's so big I want to swing it round. Oh no, hold on. I'm going to go down there, I'm going to stop behind that car. I'm going to drop the trailer, take the next right. Fuel up, come back around this way. Just paying attention to the map more than anything. Bakersfield. Does this look anything like Bakersfield? I wouldn't have a clue. I've left my trailer behind so I can get fuel without coming round and maybe getting stuck. Okay. Yes, that's this game all over though, because of the it's not going to be a one-to-one scale. I do wish though that they did one-to-one scale. Would be kind of crazy, but maybe one day. Because the area that I'm coming into and such a massive trailer picking up fuel is very awkward, so it's just easier just to leave it. I'll pick it up now when I go back round. Come on, you could have let me out then. See, and they still came forward. Gits. Oh, that was gonna be close. Can't see behind me. Camera's gonna cut off because I haven't got any tracking that side. Stupid wall. There she is down there. I think the truck's looking okay. A little bit of paint does wonders. Oh, we're a bit too far over. Well, we're off again. We've got another 15 hours, 740 miles to go. And now we're back to Slowtown. Well, for the normal person it should be easy. For me, I'll probably trash it somewhere. Just you wait there. I'll get it hooked on a corner somewhere, or, you know, get pulled off by the coppers because I'm driving too fast as per usual. How the hell you can drive this thing too fast, I'll never know. Oh, it's the 30 zone, damn it. I ain't slowing down for no man. That was my impression. Wasn't a very good one. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, crap. You know what? I was hoping no one noticed that little mistake. But, of course, off keys around, so yes. He did have to pick up on that little verbal slip-up, shall we say. Thanks, buddy. Ah, crap. Where are we going down here now? Hey, look. Ray's Hamburgers. Where's Ray? Nah, I didn't pay him enough, sorry. That was extra. See, you two got the same idea. Something tells me someone may have had some practice. No, I doubt it. Carry some donuts. Yeah, question is, where do you stack them? Let's not go into that one. Answers on a postcard, thanks very much. I got an itchy nose again. Scratch, scratch. Right in. Back to cruising speed, please. Ah, look, you can see it's all blending in. Now we're getting away from the dry, dusty areas. We've got a bit of lush green coming into play. Ah, crap. Yes, okay. Do they have a load of these weighbridge areas that you've got to go into all the time? It sucks. Gladly I've missed them for the majority of today, but the majority of the times it's like, no, come on in, get yourself weighed. Thank you for your cooperation. It's busy. Silence! I kill you! Yeah, I can't do those impressions. I must admit, though, he is very funny. Oh, Peanut. He's my favourite. Oops. That'll be the brake. Don't hit the brake. Not as bad as the toll booth. No, that's just true. ETS toll booths are a royal pain in the ass. I mean, that's what, you know, those the new, not the toll booths, what they've got, those checks. Let's check your papers. So you got to stop. You got to wait whilst the supposed AI person checks your papers, which you don't even see handover or don't see anything fancy. And then it lets you on, only to stop you like 50 yards down to do the same thing again. I mean, by all means stop you, just let you go straight away though, it just breaks the game. Excuse me. Speed cameras I don't mind so much. I got so much money in the game with ETS that I don't care. I just drive through them and pay the fine. But toll booths, yeah, you know, gotta slow it down, 20 mile an hour, sneak through, pff, boot it, off you go. Oh, look at off-key upgrading to the... So do you have now all ETS DLC, or are you still missing some? Because does that mean when we do ETS multiplayer on Tuesdays, you can go anywhere on the map? So I don't have to worry about going to an area that you can't get to, or people can't get to. And yeah, for anybody who's listening who fancies doing multiplayer, on Tuesdays we do a multiplayer session. Only a few of us, only small little groups, nice and quiet. It's usually server 3, join the Discord and we'll be posting the information there, and you can tag along and drive with us and do a few jobs. Still need France and Italy. Come on. Need a proper Steam sale, that's what we need. Will only be like a couple of quid then. Right, let's have a look at the old map. So, 12 hours 54, 632 miles. Woo, that was drifting. Too busy reading. Yeah, but a full sale on Steam? Contrast that to start when I'm doing this. I can't look. It sucks. Okay, I don't think there's anything I want to get. The only thing I'm ahhing about picking up is F1 2019. Not entirely sure. Oi, oi! Well, that's not bad, because that's 2 DLC, £3 a pop. Or do you mean France and Italy, £6 per DLC? I might have misread that, I don't know. Yeah, we got Washington coming out. I'm going to keep an eye on CD keys, by the way, because when Washington comes out, for anybody who wants to pick it up at a discount, CD keys usually have new DLC discounted before it's released, usually about a week or two before. I think that's what I did with the last one. As soon as it came out, I picked it up straight away. So rather than being 15 quid, it only cost me something like 8 or 9. It's getting busy by here. Shit. Oh, that was close. Let's have a look at the old map again. Alright, there's Santa Cruz. Officer, how you doing? I is not smoking a joint. Ignore me. Why does everybody want to go slow all of a sudden? Come on. Really? You crashed into me. How can you not see this thing? It's massive. There we are. So anybody watching who fancies picking up ATS or ETS, now's the time to pick it up. That's quite a good discount. You don't normally see any higher than 70 to 75% off, so bill me. Hopefully he turns off and doesn't carry on getting me. See, I prefer it when they've got clouds in the game, because when they put just a pale blue sky up, it just looks so bland and boring. And yes, I appreciate that you can just get a sky with no clouds, but it's not like this landscape has a load of detail. Oh, jeez. Oh, that might be a bad idea. It was kind of tempting until I saw that little barrier. I've lost all my speed now. Might as well let the other guy go. San Francisco. Oh, I could believe that. I know if I was doing real trucking in America, I'd probably fall asleep through most of it. That sounds really bad, but it's true. It's like I can barely keep awake in this game as it is. See, this is looking nice. This is a nice area. Yeah, looks like we're coming off by here and going up and over. Kind of nice when you go up over these. Look down. They should do more of that. Okay. Oh, cool. Kind of industry zone area. Oh, crap. Wait, can we drive through as well? Yes. Ah, Jesus, what did that touch? Because that didn't look like it touched anything. Ah, we get to go over the bridge. I think I've been over this before, it was quite nice. You go off in your Tesla, mate, don't you worry. Not quite sure why they're supposed to be, I don't know if they're supposed to be like a mist or a fog or something. Blech. Ah, so that's what you do then. So when you're not driving a truck, you're riding a motorcycle, is it? And why the motorcycle? Because you feel the need for speed after driving the truck, is it? Or you just prefer bikes? Well, you're talking to a guy who knows nothing about bikes, so... Okay, I got you. But you could do that in a car as well, just saying. So do you have your bike on your truck? Because I've seen some trucks where you can have like a mounting area for a car, but they're like the really fancy ones. I don't know about, you know, one that you use for work as well, but I'm assuming you could fit a bike on there. Ah, no, fair enough, you know. You know you're always going to be returning, but if it was like a point A to point B and you don't have a, you know, a contract back or something, I don't know how it works, so Be good if you could, though, you know. Load it onto the back of the truck somewhere and take it with you, and then you can just leave the truck and off you go and come back. I suppose that could always be an option. So like you see those, it's more like a mobile home, but it's based on a truck, and then slung underneath the truck you can have a car, and it just comes out. They do look cool. Very expensive though, but that explains a lot then, really, if you're always back to the same point. And here comes the test for off key. Or shall I start doing the countdown music? Do 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 do. Jonathan, welcome back. Let's have a look. 7 hours, 42 remaining. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. It's been good. It's been good so far. I haven't made any major boo-boos. We got 6% damage to the trailer, 4% damage to the truck, 1% damage to the goods. So that's good. If we keep it below 3, it's assuming I don't mess it up in the next 6-7 hours of the game. Yeah, Goldwing. That's the big cruiser bike, isn't it? You have it with the full stereo system. Twiddle your knobs, you know. Say no more. With all the Lux, that's the one. How is a guy supposed to speed around here with all these policemen? Jesus. Let's have a look at the map. Turn the plod off. Nah, come on. Where's the fun in that? That scenery in the distance looks nice. So have you got a mad paint job on it? Or is it just kind of standard? Pay attention in class. Careful now, she's probably got all the leather gear as well, so keep an eye out. That sounds a lot nicer than some of them I've seen. Especially those ones who tried to keep it like the original colours. It was like drab, really, I don't know what colours you'd call them, like creamy browns and greys and stuff. But white on one of them sounds good, actually. Definitely one you're going to have to keep clean, that's for sure. See, this is the scenery I like. Nice, you know, little twisty roads. Well, not exactly little, but, you know, they're not dead straight. A little bit of greenery instead of boring, dusty grey. A little splattering of water. Well, I can imagine, you know, being a white bike, it's gonna get dusty quite a bit. Hey DJ, how you doing? Yeah, you polish her up, you do all of that, you go out for a quick spin, it rains, and you think, why did I just do all that work? Oh crap. Whoa! That wasn't slowing down in a rush. Whew, that was gonna be good. But I think we avoided. That woke me up. Yeah, a little VR action today. I thought it's about time. Ah, that was interesting. Probably want to be in the other lane, but, you know, not going to happen just yet by the looks of it, because this big sucker's next to me. Oh, he's just going to stay there, isn't he? You know you wanna spend your money. I'm good at spending other people's money. Good at spending my own, to be honest, but I'm starting to run out. Hot dog. I'll have that. It's my gap. Go away. I honestly thought I was going to get there by in the daytime. I clearly messed that one up. Actually, if I do... Where's the button gone? Not that one, not that one. It's that one, I think. We've still got 52 hours. I could find a place to sleep at. No, my chair's all good. It's plenty of padding. I needed it then. Kind of stopped with a bump. Any plans for the weekend? Watch the Monaco Grand Prix #1. That's the main thing. I know the Monaco Grand Prix is kind of the most procession type Grand Prix, but let's face it, it's a classic track, and guys go around there 200 mile an hour on the tightest circus going, and it's like, it's still a lot of skill involved just to get, and let's face it, most people, if they were driving as fast as those guys do, they'd probably crash somewhere in the first lap. And these guys got to do it for what, 50, 60 laps? It's still impressive. Yeah, the Indy's on in it as well. Forgot that was about. Alonso didn't get his chance for the Indy 500, but unfortunately McLaren had a crap car, so can't say much about that. Let's give that a little bit of a wide berth. This is starting to get a little tight now, especially with other cars. And the roads are getting a little narrower. What a wonderful view. Not. Well, it goes to show, you know, it goes to show you've got to have the machine and you've got to have the driver. And it's, you know, yeah, okay, it's pretty much an oval race and you think it's nice and easy, but it's, you know, when you're driving at 250 mile an hour plus whatever they do, you know, it's not a Sunday drive down to the shops, that's for sure. And I lost all my speed. Great. See, over there I can't see that mirror at all. Well, I can see it, but I can't make out anything. See a set of headlights. Right. Pick up a bit of speed. We had, what, 4 hours? 3 hours 43, so not too much longer. Assuming we have some nice straight roads and not going uphill all day long. Ah, what do they say? But what goes up must come down, right? Let's just hope it's all downhill afterwards. I'm assuming my rear end is okay. was a little tight. A comment for what? Sorry. I'm sure that would be lovely scenery over there. I can see a little bit of a sea bay area, maybe? I don't know. Definitely the shoreline. My voice, by the way, may be dipping in and out because my mic's on the right-hand side, but sometimes when I'm looking to the left, so I can't really cover both sides, unfortunately. Rear end, you know, whatever I said, I've forgotten already. So yeah, let's just leave it, just in case. Definitely need an interior cab light. Wait, we got a truck stop here, haven't we? That looks like a nice big one. Until you drive in and you find it's really small. Shit. This might have been a really bad idea. Ah, crap. This might be a really bad idea, 'cause can't see shit. Oh, bugger me. I have these great ideas. They turn out to be really pants. Yeah, I'm gonna go the wrong way round because I feel safer going this way. Nah, YouTube only checked the first 5 minutes. Well, I thought I could stop in here somewhere. Oh, I can, right there, right. Where's the engine off button? That'll be it. Right, let's get some rest, get some daylight on this so we can see what the hell we're doing. Okay, not too bad. Don't move too fast because that really makes me feel sick. Ugh. Oh my god. That's kind of gross. Ugh. There we go. I feel better already. Right. Hopefully we can get out of here without causing too much of a mess. That wasn't so bad. I thought that was going to be really bad. But that was because it was nighttime and I couldn't see anything. Oh, how much was... Ah, cleared it off. How much was that loan installment? So I've taken out a loan. I don't know how much I've got left. But this is one of the reasons why I took this job. Because it's like 150,000. So that's like a big chunk. No, it's not a gold wing, you're okay. See, that shoreline looks really good. Done a good job doing that. I remember being up here before, and you can drive up that end over there on the left. That's a bit tight, but I'm not going to do it with this trailer because it's not that much room. Asian fast food. Do I need fuel? Nah, I'm good. Two hours 22. Look at the green round here. I have no idea what the time is. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 10:06 p.m.
And for anybody who's got an Amazon device, sorry. I can't see the real world time, so yeah. It was just easier asking. Oh, do you have Google, do you? I can always say, hey Google, if you want me to. See, this is interesting. This is a nice... Look at that, actually. That in VR looks bloody good. I've been this way and on just the triple screens. I look good then. Oops, I'm too busy reading text. Spyware. Well, everybody thinks, oh, they're all spying on me. They got a mute button. You can turn off the microphone if you're that worried. Can you imagine the crap they would get into if they actually had copied something and the information got out? They would be in so much hurt. That's kind of nice looking. Oh, stay there, Biss. You were thinking about it, I could tell. Let's face it, you know, if a government wanted to spy, there's probably better ways they could do it. You know, they've had... You see these tech... I say they've had this tech. I don't know what tech they've got. You go by the movies these days. But you see the technology they come up with in the movies, and I'm sure there's got to be a percentage of that which is true. You know, and I'm sure if they were going to tap into anything, they would have done it by now, and they're not going to use something like an Amazon Alexa or a Google home device to do it. They've had the tech to do it for a long time. They've probably been doing it for way, way longer. On the Alexa device, there's a physical button. For the majority of people, though, it's going to be a non-issue. It's not like you're going to be talking about sensitive details that people want to know about. I'm certainly not. You know, if you're in charge of a very powerful company or something, then fair enough. You can have your little worry about spy, but nah, it's fine. Don't worry, I don't mind. As long as it doesn't get into the major politics, I'm good. Whoops. Take care then. Bye bye. See, another section of road down there you can't even get to. That looks like it would be really good to get down to as well. Where are we? We've got 55 minutes to go, so not too long in the game now. Probably like another 10-15 minutes. I just wish that if they do all these little side roads, just make them accessible, make it fully 100%. If a person wants to drive off, just let them drive off and have fun. You know, it would make that game a little bit more interesting, that you go, oh, what's this road? Let's take that and see where it goes, you know? Maybe if they hid some roads, and they were like roads that weren't on the map, but you had to literally drive on the map to see them. And then it opens up on the map. At least they'll give you a bit more thing. Oh, is this a hidden road that's not on the map? Let's go. Or is it just a side road that goes to a dead end? I'm just going to drive in the middle of the road, 'cause I can. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slowing down. It's just around the corner, I think. Let's have a look at the old map. Yeah, not too far now. Ooh, just rather close. Hey Equalizer, how you doing? Am I terminating by here? I hope not. Gotta check my map out. Beep. No, next one down, that's right. Okay. We're getting there. Down there somewhere. Whoa, we're turning here. Nearly went straight on. Oh, it's going to be one of these tight turning ones, isn't it? Oh, the back end. Oh, Jesus. Which way round does this thing go? Why do I get the feeling this is probably the wrong way to try and park this thing? Alright. Bring it right the way over. Oh, that'll do. I'll take that. Damage penalty 1.9%, lost 11 grand, but still got paid 139,000 for that job. Look at that green bar go. Whew. That was worth doing, I think. Right then. That was a 33-hour job that I'm glad I finished with. We got through it pretty much unscathed. A little bit of damage. We can take that anyway. We tidied up the look of the truck. Definitely made it look more America. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I need to get a bit of grub. I realise that I haven't eaten since lunchtime, so I've been well into this and just forgotten where time has gone. Oh, for VR, you need to go into the settings for ATS and ETS and go to the beta options and change it to the beta VR, which is something like 1.3.2 or something, or 0.1. I can't remember. You'll see it anyway. There'll be a load of different ones for VR, but just use the latest one, click it, let it update, which will take a really short amount of time. And once that's done, you can then launch and it will go into your headset instead. Now there are some little bits and bobs. You may have to put minus OpenVR or minus Oculus into the launch settings. Depends what you've got though. What are you using? Do you use Vive or do you use Oculus? It'd be really good if the graphics looked like that, wouldn't it? That would look absolutely stunning. Oh, you got Windows headset. I'm not quite sure if there's anything different for the Windows headsets. So you may want to do a quick Google search because I've never actually used one of the Windows headsets. But I would have thought at least you'd need to change it so the game knows you're launching VR. So do the beta one, do a quick Google search on using a Windows headset for ATS and ETS. I'm pretty sure it is possible, but don't quote me on it because I've never tried it. Anyway, just to go over that, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, you know the score. I don't think I'll be back later on this evening because it's pretty late as it is. So I'm going to take this time and have a break, and I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know, I may do a few more jobs tomorrow on ATS VR. Maybe in the morning. Depends on the weather and whether I end up making my own plans. Anyway, take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.